So it's Palia, and today we're going to show a little bit of the Halloween decorations and a little bit of the house, and do the moon quest, the moonseeker quest for Chayne. So, yeah, there we go. I didn't know when I was going to start. Okay. Yeah, I kind of voiced this first, and it just kind of got ruined, so I had to go back and voice over it again. And here we are, showing the general outlay of the house. And in the front, we've got the main section and the two main sections on the side, and the back rooms there. We've got a workroom back there, and a hallway on the end of it. This is the main section in the middle. Yeah, that would be the workroom actually. And the very center is the kitchen, and then this media room is going to be some sort of, I don't know, I'm working it out as I go. I think that's going to be a dining room, and this large room here is going to be the Dragon-Tide furniture sitting room. They got a hallway, and that back room, I haven't done anything with that yet, but that's might probably be a bedroom with a hallway on the end of that. And that way I can enter and exit the house in a big circle to get to the garden and stuff like that easily. That small room on the end, I think that's going to be an aquarium, where the aquarium room where I put all the fish later. And over on the right, is it right? Yeah, we've got the spooky pumpkins and a little pumpkin patch there, which I saw somebody else make, and I thought it was great, so I made one there too. And so that's the general layout of the yard and house and stuff. And all my, you get the garden there and some decorations behind the garden. But way behind the house is all my work equipment and stuff. So let's go take a look at some of this. You got your fountains out front with a spooky pumpkin on there. And you can see I've bought plenty of pumpkins for the decoration of the front entrance. I've got a jack-o'-lantern and some candles, some nice forest candles there. That's the front door. Okay, this that entrance thing there you just saw, I got that from the Meiji Market. But this is the spooky pumpkin patch. I laid down a brown carpet so it looks like dirt. I did exactly what the other girl did that I saw. She, I mean, the pumpkins are arranged differently, but it's the same idea. And then I built my fence to my liking, my my pattern. And I put a gate on there too, so you can get in and out. And this is my general farm area. I've got potatoes and tomatoes and blueberry bushes and trees, and it's got a little bit of harvesting that needed to be done when I just arrived. Harvesting some tomatoes and potatoes. On another video, everybody has a different layout of their garden, and I liked this one that I saw. It's got the 4 apple trees, and the outsides of it are lined with potatoes and tomatoes, and sometimes there's a strip of wheat here, sporadic wheat going down this strip here. The wheat helps other plants to get more of, I think, proliferate better. And the tomatoes keep everything watered better, and the potatoes make great preserves. They help you make a little bit of money for your land and stuff. So I'm replanting some of the missing harvested items. I've got to water it. I like how the camera comes up close when you're watering stuff. The video is really good on this. You can even hear it like it's pouring from a bottle. I like how it comes up really close while you're watering it though, so because from when you're far away normally, it's really difficult to see through the trees. This little area over here, I have an outdoor kind of sitting area, and I usually have the choppers. You can see the choppers on the ground. I won them all from the Majiri market. I usually have them sitting on the couch, but I want to bring some of them in the house. So I have them on the ground for now, till I decide. And there's another little chopper sitting on a wooden couch. This is the side. And out back here we have that little guard, those little white boxes. Those are actually decorations, and you can color them. So I'll get to that at another time. And these are my seed makers, and I've got some blueberry seeds I'm collecting, and I think there's, yep, potato seeds in this one. We'll decide what new seeds we want to make later. We'll move to the forge, and we need to collect that Palium, so we can build some more furniture and put some ore in there. We're gonna repair our tools, our water bucket, and anything else we've recently used. And we collected a bunch of stone last night, so we'll collect the glass. And I think we're gonna put some more, yeah, we'll put some more stone in there. Didn't we not put more stone? Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, I guess we're gonna save some stone for more glass making. We'll need some stone bricks though, because some of the things you make need the stone bricks. That's it for that. These are our glowworms in this back corner of the yard. And I'm going to collect this stuff and put some more. I use tomatoes, and everybody uses something a little different that they like to use in the glowworm farm. And I'm kind of just using a lot of tomatoes and some other stuff because it just seems to do well for me that way. And I don't use only tomatoes. I use a lot of chopper meats and surak meat too. Of course, I always run out of water at the last plant or two. This little pond is in the front, which you can get water from for your garden, but you can't decorate around the pond. That's just on the outside of your property. Let's go check the sales bin, and we'll sell some of this stuff that we just made. We don't need these glowworms. Yes, that entrance decoration I got from the Magi Market. Don't really know what to do with it. I was gonna put a great big garden in there, but there's plenty of time to get flowers and stuff later. And this is a little decorative area here. This is where I put one of my sawmills, and of course you can see that I've laid out plenty of pumpkins and a jack-o'-lantern and some spooky candles. And I also set some lanterns down on the ground here. It gets pretty dark at night, so you want to be able to see stuff. So I collect our heartwood planks, and we'll set some more in there. These are our preserves. We've got some potato preserves to collect. And what do we have in this one? Apples. I think I've got a lot of apples. I think I've got like 3 apples. Now some people have, I don't know, quite a few preserve jars out. And I just didn't really want to make it seem like a manufacturing yard, so I am just going along at my own pace. And there's some blueberries. I have to remember to bring some blueberries with me. There's another sawmill, and collect the hotwood planks from that too. I'll sell most of these hotwood planks because I have enough set aside to make furniture with, but they're good to sell because you get 2 cents a piece for them. And I have some boxes out back. Oh yes, I have a firewood here, and let's make some grilled fish and just see what that looks like. And I like the little animation she does. She just kneels down and checks the fire. And of course I've got my little spooky pumpkin out there. That bathtub is back there because I'm going to put some flowers in that. Yeah, make a little semi-garden areas here and there around. Everything is still being worked on. And this is the side of the house. Those lanterns are not really going to stay there, I don't think. Maybe they will. This is the back porch. And plenty of pumpkins around. You can tell it's Halloween time at the time of me making this. And this is the backyard sort of area. I've got some boxes strewn apart because I'm trying to make some stairs to get on the top of the roof. You can actually jump on top of the roof. And there's my porch, my last back porch. So I have 2 back porches. That brazier back there is the back corner of the property. There's some trees out back on the side of the property. I think I can cut them, but I'm not sure. That might be right on the line where I can't cut any more out there. Then I've got a fountain. This is the side of this side of the house. And there's my 2 tents that I started out with. This cart I got from the Magi Market too. And there's some baskets of fruit and vegetables or flowers or something that I got from foraging. And a couple of my little awards are sitting around from leveling up in different skill areas. Oh, I thought this was really cute, and I put a lantern on the wall there. I had a wardrobe in there, but I'll definitely put some more stuff in there. And this is the first tent, and I'm going to make this into a little camping bed area. I just made that table. I'll stuck it out there. I don't know what I want to have around that yet. This is just a mess that needs to be cleaned up, and a little picnic area. And okay, so now we're at the front of the house again. This is the entrance room. This white couch is just there as a placer. I'm not going to keep that there. I don't know what I want here yet, but I'll probably keep these green chairs. And this is the front of the door where you can see I've got a jack-o'-lantern and a spooky pumpkin. They're not all spooky, but you know. And this room on the side is going to be a Christmas room. Everything is just getting, you know, I'm designing as I go. I'm going to definitely keep this couch here. And I've got some log cabin things on the top of the window. And some banners and some green and red shelves. Some green and red shelves that you can see on the walls. I'm practicing coloring furniture. These red carpets I got from Zeki's basement market. Yeah, and I think I'm going to stick with the bellflower furniture in there. This room here on the side is nothing's done in here. It's just all a mess. I'm not going to have the black furniture in there. I'm going to make that kind of purple. That's going to be sort of my Halloweeny room when I'm done. Some of these things will just stay there forever. But, okay, this little bathroom is done. I've got a toilet and a little carpet and a lamp in there and a little sink, nifty little sink. And this little table with some lotion bottles on it and a candle. That carpet's probably not going to stay there. It's just there as a placer. This is going to be the Dragon-Tide furniture room, like a sitting room. And I really like this furniture. It's supposed to have glass in the front, but it doesn't yet. So, and this the little table here. Oh, that owl! I got that owl as a reward for the leveling up your friendship with Louisa. And she gives you that. And I love these orchids. They call them Dragon-Tide orchids, but I'm pretty sure they're the Japanese orchids that I like so much. But they're beautiful, and I love turquoise. Turquoise is not a natural color for them. In real life, they make them. This back room is going to be a bedroom, I think, but it's just, you know, stuff is just around. This is the little workroom now. This is done. This room is finished. And it's, I got some Dragon-Tide carpets, and that bed I think I got from a Zeki coin. And you can see the little dragon I've got sitting on it. Got some, a pumpkin back there, and some orchids, and some little jars. And I've got my workbench here in the middle, which I use quite often to make furniture and arrows with and stuff. And then you have your modification bench, which you can use to change the color of some pieces of furniture and jugs and things like that. And then you get your wardrobe, where you can change your hairstyle and stuff and clothes. I just use the free clothes. This back room is sort of a work in progress, but I've got this fancy moving wallpaper on the wall and a choppa taking a bath. You can see the choppa is sort of a squirrel, but it's not really a squirrel. It's sort of a mix of that bug plaque on the wall. I got that from leveling up the bug catching skill. This is sort of a little bathroom area on this end for the choppas. And the choppa plant, I think I got that in a Zeki coin too, a Zeki Lucky coin. I don't think I won that at the Magi Market. Yeah, so I put him in the bathtub and he's bubbling up there. And some little candles and stuff. I love that room. This is the kitchen. That little pot is another reward I got, and there's nowhere to set it right now, so it's just sitting on the chair. Got my little pumpkin back there, and this is your stoves and your preparation areas. You need a couple of them. I would only have one each, but they need you to make certain recipes. You need to have two stoves, 2 preparation areas, and stuff like that. So that's the basic house. It's got a lot to do so far. And this is the side of the yard that you can't decorate. You can go fishing in this back corner pond. I mean, the front corner pond. It's the front corner. You can go fishing there, but you can't decorate outside your fence. Now, let's get to the Moonseeker quest. Now, we talked to Chayne yesterday. He's the spiritual advisor for the Magiri on this planet, and he has given us a quest to find some translation tablets for him so he can translate the signs he's seeing in the stars. And I think he had it before, but he lost it, so we have to go find it for him. This is an overview of the town, of Kalima town, and that is the city hall and some windmills. And in the background is the mansion for the mayor, I think. The mayor and his wife is the great big mansion in the back. They don't use electricity. In fact, it's a little bit illegal to use flow power and stuff like that, or magic or anything. And they keep control on that. So let's go find the tablets that we're supposed to, the translation tablets. And that's a choppa. See, it's not quite a groundhog, it's not quite a beaver, it's not quite a squirrel, it's not quite a fox. So it's kind of cute that they created their own animal. So this is the quest objective. We have to get up to Phoenix Falls Temple, and we'll head right up there. That's not actually far from our, it's parallel. It's on a parallel road to the road our house is on. That's where we're going, but this is a little gazebo. It's a gazebo. Now, some people have a gazebo on their property. I don't think I can fit one on mine, but they decorate it for house parties and for cake parties, I mean, and sitting areas and stuff like that. So we're going up to the Phoenix Falls area, to the temple areas where we first entered the game. You're allowed to look out over the town and the waterfall here, but you can't jump off this area. I have tried, but you can't jump off it. But it's so beautiful. You can see the mountains in the distance. And I like how the water, steam from the water comes off the fog. Now we have to head towards the temple. There was a quest that we found this first temple area. I believe it's the Temple of the Waves, like water. And it's really gorgeous. I just think that's just so beautiful. You've got your waterfalls falling from the grated areas. And both sides have a little pool that you can walk down into by stairway. It's just so pretty. And there's a little fountain, not fountain, but a thing. You can read it, but I didn't want to read it right now. I've read it before. But when you read it, it just leaves a square there of text. This is a phoenix area, the phoenix statue. This was a second puzzle you had to do to open it. Now this is the beginning. This is the entrance to the Temple of the Waves, which is way across there, across this river that's down the bottom. This chamber was added for your protection. Do not give up your faith. The king shall save us when it is safe, free us from when it is safe, and our people will roam the land again. So I'm thinking that the humans knew that something was going to happen of destruction, and so they were all put in this Temple of the Waves to keep them safe. And when it was safe, the king was going to come and get them. I don't think that happened, though. I think they died here, or passed away here, or their souls were kept here, or something. And just recently, some humans began to enter this planet again. The strange writing says storage in the human language. There are additional carvings below it that are hard to make out. The door won't budge. So these beautiful buildings, they did celebrate knowledge, and see, there's some books there too. And there's an ancient tome on the ground. We have been here too long. Without the sun, I cannot say how long. I simply know it has been too long. You can tell by the looks on others' faces, hunger, fear, anger. They are being consumed by emotion. They have left us with more questions than answers. So the only response is fear. So people just didn't know what was going on. They didn't understand why the king hadn't come to save them after such a time. Well, obviously he couldn't, because the outside had exploded or something. I think it was the flow of power that exploded. So this is some of the building. I love these keyhole doorways, which is kind of interesting instead of just normal squares and stuff. It's a little bit more of the books. They have another library that looks similar to this. This place has been abandoned for a long time. The door ahead seems inoperable. But they had books everywhere. And this isn't even the library. They have a library. Oh, look. Okay. Those look like magic tablets to me. Translation guide for the moonseeker. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to bring that back to Chayne. That's pretty much what he was looking for, I'm sure of it. But before we go, we'll just look around a little bit. There's not much left to see here. It's just this upstairs balcony. And you can see part of the ruins and stuff and how things have overgrown. And I'm really impressed that... Oh, look at the waterfall up there. And it's just gorgeous. Built inside a cave. Look at that. This gorgeous building of marble. I think it's marble. Now to get back, we have to get over there. I cannot remember if there was a way to get back. So I'm just going to return home by the map. Here we are. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to bring this, we need to return to Chayne and bring him the tablets. It's nighttime. It's past 10 o'clock. Where is he? Okay. Well, good news. Chayne is on his way to me. Okay. So, he's probably on his way home, really. They all have, the NPCs all have their own little pattern that they do day by day. Okay, there's Chayne. Hello, Chayne.
Maji appreciates your
You can
devotion.
see the face of the dragon in the wellspring of Luna. If you look hard enough. Is this what you were looking for? Oh my, these symbols match the images below the moon phases exactly. This must be the key I was looking for. I don't know how to thank you. Knowledge is its own reward. That it is. If you don't mind me asking, how did you find the guide? There's different choices. And Gina and I found a library. I can't believe you shared my research. I told you not to bother anyone on my account. Please, leave me alone to meditate on my words before I say anything I regret. But you have completed Chayne's level 4 friendship quest. Now you're some kind of spiritual supporter. The seasons and phases of the moon include influence Imagiri's life. These born in the spring, says, it's hard for me to read this, flowing or turbulent as water, and those born in under a new moon are fiery. My chart says I am optimistic and dutiful. Can't deny that. I wonder if appearing fully formed out of nowhere, as you humans do, would still constitute as a birthday.
All things in balance, my friend.
Well, there. Now, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get a reward for finishing this level 4 friendship quest with him. So let's go home and see if the reward is waiting for us. And yes, this is the way home every time. If you really want to come home, you can click on the map to get there instantly, and sometimes it makes you wait. But that's what happened. That's the way it goes, and then it appears here after a little loading screen. And yes, Chayne is waiting for us.
Ah, the dragon smiles on us today.
Marylogical, I must apologize for my outburst. You see, I am used to solving problems, not causing them. And well, I just didn't like the idea of Gina having to interrupt her studies for me. I wouldn't say that to anybody, so it's okay. No, it isn't. As the spiritual leader of the community, I should hold myself to higher standards. Fortunately, the dragon has granted me the strength and wisdom to put my pride aside. No, he didn't, because you already used the pride. As a result, I have finally interpreted the message from Ignis. What does it say? Unfortunately, there is more than one possible explanation, since each flash has more than one meaning. Currently, my translation states, man/king/humanity is the harbinger of the shadow darkness dream. Oh dear. Sadly, it appears I am back to square one. Don't worry, you'll figure it out eventually. If there's a way, I'm afraid, some blah blah blah. Regardless, you have been so much help to me that I wanted to do something for you, so I made you a telescope. Now you can look to the skies and interpret the Phoenix messages for yourself. Maybe you'll find something in the stars I didn't. So we're gonna get a telescope.
All things in balance, my friend.
Okay, so we've got a telescope sitting there in our inventory, and that's what it looks like. I'm not going to place it right now because I saw someone else place theirs and they lost it. So I don't know what happened, but it disappeared, and there might be a glitch in the game. But that's what it looks like, and I'm just going to keep it in the inventory, and I'm going to put it in my house inventory. I'm going to check to make sure it's there. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Nifty. Okay. So, that's the moonseeker quest done. And, there's all my Halloween decorations. Thanks for watching.